Namo Saskya Di Buddhaya, dear respected Thai, dear beloved community. Welcome to the great summer opening of 2019. Thank you for coming and making this summer possible. Without you, then we have only the monastic with the cats, the dogs, the trees, the birds, and no children, no laughter. So we feel very lonely. Thank you. It's only once in a year, so but it takes 4 weeks, so it's a marathon. So thank you again. It's mutual nourishment and support. We will start today with the chant Namo Valokitesvara. And Namo means homage, to pay respect to the Bodhisattva, to the great being, to the capacity of understanding and love. Avalokitesh means to look deeply in order to understand and to love. And Varaya means to take good care of ourselves, to master ourselves, to take good care of our body, our mind, and at the same time to take good care of our beloved ones, of our society, of our Mother Earth, because they are also us. Without them, we are not here. So we are us, but we are not only us. We are also our ancestors. We are also our descendants. We are also our society. We are also all beings. Thai said, peace starts with in ourselves, peace in oneself, peace in the world. And peace is possible. Peace doesn't mean that there is no conflict. Happiness doesn't mean there is no suffering. Because we cannot avoid suffering. Suffering in our body, in our mind, in life. We cannot avoid conflicts. Conflicts in our body, in our mind, in our collective consciousness. But peace is possible because of the capacity of understanding, of love, of compassion. Once we are mindful of suffering, then we already have peace. Once we acknowledge, we accept our suffering, our conflicts, then there is already healing taking place. Like we see the lotus here, the lotus and the mud, they live together in harmony. There is no conflict between the mud and the lotus. There is no conflict between suffering and happiness. And that brings about true peace, true happiness. And again, that is possible because of the capacity of inclusiveness, of non-dualistic thinking between suffering and happiness. And that is one of the functions of mindfulness. We are mindful of our suffering. This is pain, this is suffering. We are aware this is happiness, this is joy, this is peace. We distinguish clearly what is happiness, what is suffering. But at the same time, we accept both suffering as well as happiness. And that non-discriminative wisdom brings about true happiness, true peace, and healing is taking place. So today, during the chanting, we may allow our pain and suffering to come up, acknowledge, accept, embrace with our own mindfulness and with the collective energy of mindfulness generated by each of us. And remember, we are us, but we are more than us. We are not only us. We are our ancestors as well. Please allow us to be supported, to be carried by our ancestors. Please allow us to to be supported by the community, by the Sangha. We are also our Sangha. Even the children, they can nourish us and heal us because they are capable of living wholeheartedly in the present moment. They enjoy life so much. So allow our descendants to nourish us and to heal us as well. It's wonderful to be able to cry, to entrust. I don't have to carry this on my own only. I can entrust my suffering, my challenges to the collective energy of understanding and love within me and around me. And with that awareness, there is a certain energy of, I have arrived, I'm home, I'm wonderful as I am. Life is so wonderful at this very moment. I can nourish myself with the wonders of life in me and around me. I don't lack anything because I do have the capacity of understanding, of love, of taking good care of myself. So this practice of chanting is a meditation on compassion. It's not a prayer only. The first line of Namo Avalokiteshvara is directing to ourselves. We offer ourselves compassion to our body and our mind, and also our ancestors. The pain, the suffering in us may have connections with our parents, with our ancestors. Once we can heal ourselves with compassion, we heal our ancestors at the same time. They are waiting for us to come home in us and help them. It's mutual healing. We heal our ancestors and our ancestors are healing us at the same time. And we are moving on for the sake of our descendants, of our future generations. The second line of Namo Avalokiteshvara is for everyone present in this wonderful assembly. There are people who need our support right here, right now. We don't need to look for someone else outside there to help. They are here and now. And healing them, sitting next to us, it at the same time healing ourselves. Because there is no boundary between us and people surrounding us. And healing that gives a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. We grow on the spiritual path. We have a meaningful life. The third line of Namo Avalokitesvara is directing for people who are sick, who are in conflict, who don't have food to eat, children who are starving, and also many beings who are struggling for their life day by day. They try to survive, and they also offer their lives for the sake of human beings. They are us, we are them at the same time. And Mother Earth, who has been there for us, trying her best to balance, to stabilize with our peace, our togetherness, we can help her as well. So this is a happy moment. Let's sit beautifully, being aware of our in-breath and out-breath. And together, we flow together. We flow as a river, as a flock of geese. We are in good hands. That's good news. Now we would like to invite our monastic sisters and brothers to stand up for the chant.
Phap